This is just a quick review of the Canon G3270 printer. This is a tank style ink printer, so it has these ink tanks. This is the color side, over here is the black and white. Prior to this, we had kind of a normal cartridge style printer, and it was just using way too much ink. We were replacing cartridges like every couple weeks, and of course that gets really expensive. But with this one, we've had this, 8 months now, and it's still, no, 9 months. About 9 months, and it still has like most of its ink. It's still really full on ink, and we probably print out maybe 3-4 times a week, different things, printing shipping labels and like worksheets and stuff like that. I'm gonna open up this here. I call it kind of the hood. I mean, I've only had to go in here like once. I don't even remember why, but just to show you kind of what it looks like on the inside, and here's where you would replace the ink if you need. It did come with, at least the one I bought did come with these, so I didn't have to buy these separate. And I think when I bought it, I did have to install them, and that may be the only time that I actually went in here. And this is kind of nice. It has like a I don't know what you call it, a prop for the, so it's so you don't have to hold it open, and then when you want to put it down, you just kind of go like that, and it actually gently goes down by itself, which is pretty nice. Then it also is a scanner. I've used that a couple times, and that does work fine, pretty nice. Here's the controls. We've only used the copy and the scan functionality a few times, but they do work pretty well. Usually we've just print off it from the computer. I guess that's something else I should mention. We have a couple Android devices. We have one Apple iPad and a couple Linux computers, and they all print off of this no problem. I will say, if anything though, the one that gives us the most trouble occasionally is the iPad. It like can't find the printer or something. Not to say it's worse than any other printer I've had, but that does happen sometimes where we may have to like reset or go to home or turn it off completely. But it's really just the iPad that has that issue. The rest of the devices don't seem to. Of course, this thing here also can be pushed in or taken out. We just leave it like this. It seems to catch the paper the best when it's like that. But yeah, the connectivity is really good. We're using the Wi-Fi with it, so that wasn't too difficult to set up, if I remember. I think you may have to download the app on your phone to get that set up. It is a little bit of a thing to do at the beginning to get it set up, but once you get it set up, like, you never have to touch it. It's totally fine. We all print onto this same printer over Wi-Fi. Nobody is plugging in any kind of cord other than the power cord to it. Here's the paper feed. We find that if it gets too low, it's more likely to have issues, so we try to keep it a little bit full. We have had a couple jam issues, like when it got really low, but also my 6-year-old sometimes will take paper out of here and leave it like a little bit crooked, and that definitely causes problems. So you just got to make sure it's straight and not too empty, I think. Let me go ahead and print something so you can kind of see and hear how that works. Okay, just hit the print button a moment ago, and it's starting to print. It's not super loud, but it's not super quiet either. I also work in this room, and if it is printing and I'm like in a meeting, it's a little bit annoying. So I usually, try not to print or ask others not to print while I'm in meetings. I'm doing just a print test page. I just simply searched like test page or something like that, and I'm doing a color one. And because there's really so much ink and you're not worried about that, it's not a big deal. It is taking a little bit of time to print this. We don't print that much color stuff, like that much stuff with graphics like this. So usually, like, if you're just doing a text document, it just spits it out really quick. But even that wasn't too bad. So here you can kind of get an idea of the quality. I'm not like doing photos. I'm not like super picky about the quality, but it's seems to be fine to me. It's definitely acceptable to me. Trying to give you an idea what we did get. Yeah, I'm really pleased with the quality. You know, it doesn't blow you away, but it's totally fine and acceptable. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Review for the G3270.